Hello. Today I'm in a different park. I don't know if you can listen to music, but there are music playing, several people here like in different groups. Not that you can see behind me, but all around like, in front of me. But everyone is minding their own business, so it's fine. I actually don't care that they are watching me with the camera because I love this vibe. I love being on my own, but at the same time surrounded in a community. I think I talked about this before. But let's start. Today is like day 22nd because it's 23rd of August. I'm finding this experiment sometimes quite hard because I'm not like, as I said in my previous video, a person who does this consistency like really restrictions, every day. Sometimes I'm in this intuitive consistency mindset, which I think is the best because we are both chaos and order. We need to balance these two, as I said in my previous video. So neither total chaos, but neither like nor the all days doing the same. Like we need to listen to ourselves. We need to listen to our bodies, to our intuition, and how we feel in the moment. Obviously, not going to streams, but not going to streams in structure either. I mean, just pushing for the sake of pushing and discipline and stuff. Like we need to be aligned. We need to be aligned with in integrity with our body, with our soul. So it's been quite hard, I think. I'm not gonna lie, because 30 days is a long time. If it were a week, probably yes, but 30 days for me to be every day doing it, like, is kind of, I think without days in a row that I can rest. Because for me, consistency instead of 30 days could have been like 3 days a week for 3 months. Maybe that frequency or that type of consistency is better for me. I need to figure it out. I am discovering myself in these videos, But it's good. It's good that I could try it out. And as I said, it's all a self-discovery process. And this is what content creation is giving me, to be honest. And exposing myself and getting so much data of who I am, how I behave, how I act. Because when you do, how you do one thing is how you do everything. I truly believe that. And it happens the same for me, as I said yesterday, when I go to the gym, when I work. Obviously I have a 9-to-5 job and I go every week, Obviously I work every week, but my energy investment is different, And sometimes you need to balance yourself, self-regulate, and you understand, well, maybe many people are more like routine-based, but for creatives, we fluctuate, and it's not bad because, nature, earth, life in general, it fluctuates. Like the year has season, everything fluctuates, and when a tree or is dormant or is like strengthening its roots, we are not thinking that, that this is not being productive, or when we are sleeping, it's the same concept. When we are sleeping, we are not thinking that we need to be productive. Actually, we need the sleep to actually organize our thoughts, our beliefs for the day, to restore, to regain energy. So we need these waves of what we call unproductive time, but it's not unproductive, it's part of the productivity, it's part of, when you're driving a car, you need to put some gas, or put some petrol in the car, and this is part of, the drive. It's a thing that allows you to drive in the first place. So it's like, sleeping, if you don't sleep, okay, you can get far, to understand one day, and you're gonna be very tired, so you're not gonna get far, when people don't sleep for exams and things like that. I've done that before sometimes, not sleeping at all, not sure, but sleeping 4 hours or sleeping, 5 hours, but I don't think that's the key, because this can help you in the short term, or maybe a week in which you focus, like hyper focus, and maybe sleep a little less, but do any other things, like, maybe don't meet up with friends, maybe don't go to the gym, But in the short term, in short, sprints, you cannot do this and balance on this, hard, like hyper focus or consistency in the long run. honestly don't believe it, because we are like intuitive and fluctuating beings. So this is what happened for me. Like 30 days I think is a lot to put a video out. I know these are unedited raw, that's why I could do it. Well, I am doing it. But actually the process of, go to a place, well, every day I'm getting better because I care less and less, which is actually probably the lesson of this experiment. But, just putting the camera out, maybe spending 10 minutes, 15 minutes, wherever I am in flow for, and then going home and actually uploading it on YouTube, I know it may seem like it's less than an hour, but, it's a thing that to add in your day, and maybe there are days that you need to focus your 95% of the time in another thing, or, life happens in between. So I feel like as an intuitive person as I am and creative, apart from, quite structured, so that's why I said yesterday, structure chaos is what I think my life is, because when you see the day-to-day, you see like I move a lot based on my intuitive knowing, but then I have bigger goals and I execute them, so it's a mixture of both, and I think it works well for me. I don't know if many people relate with my last video, but I definitely do life this way and it works for me, and no one needs to know your little details, but I'm happy, I'm confident on how I do life. People would be like, what are you doing? But I know what I'm doing and I don't need like any, validation from anyone else. That's why I upload videos talking about how I organize my my life, my chaotic but destructive life. But when you have so many ideas and you don't execute them, but actually I do. So people outside of my life, they may think I do this, slots in calendar, every day really like with a planner, and I'm not this kind of person. I would be much less in flow. I need connection with my body. So as I was saying, this challenge, I'm not gonna lie, it's been quite hard because 30 days is 30 days, Like if it were a little habit, like, wash your face in the morning and you haven't done it before, whatever. This lasts like 2 seconds. I know, maybe hard for 30 days, but it's a different story, this, because it's like around an hour with the whole process, and it's quite an investment, to be honest, but I think I'm learning. I take things always with this kind of mindset that I'm doing it for a reason. Not sure about the reason, but in the long run, I will know it. When you look backwards, you realize why you've done what you've done. So it will help me somehow. It will help me maybe with camera confidence. Right now I'm in between wrong people and I don't mind, or I don't care even. It will help me maybe with less perfectionism about this. And it will help me to show me that I can do it, but I don't want to be, this burnout creative at the end of the day. So this kind of like 75 hard, challenges, I don't think I'm the person that is going to do these kind of things. Because, I move a lot with my body and soul connection at the same time with my mind. So living in alignment is quite a complex concept to grasp, to understand, because you may think it's chaotic or whatever, but it's actually disorganized chaos that we have in life and in universe in general. It's all chaotic, but there are patterns behind it. There is some order behind this. There are some maths behind this. So it's kind of how I live life. It's maybe chaotic, but behind that there is a reason, there is an intention, there is an identification with a goal that I am pursuing. So I don't need much structure if I identify myself with the person that is creating videos. I don't need to push very, very hard on a specific day to create a video, because I'm a video creator, I'm an artist. So if you identify with these things, it becomes much easier for your alignment and flow in life, and you don't need that much this push from force. I don't know if you're listening to music, I think it's quite loud now. But as I was saying, today was the day that, yeah, I didn't feel like doing this, but not because I'm tired, it's because I think I feel today is one of these days that I needed to recharge myself, like more like I've been solo all day, like on my own, which is perfectly fine because I like this kind of arrangement. When I am in the middle of the city, a lot of people around me, but I'm on my own, I don't feel I am, being perceived, judged, whatever. It's kind of this idea of I love being on my own, but the belonging at the same time. But I love being, invested in things that I like. So today was this kind of day. I ate out, went for a coffee, a smoothie, create a little bit, and also went to do my nails. So things that are gonna recharge me for the next few days. Or tomorrow I'm gonna be creating as well a little bit, but I will do some admin, less enjoyable probably tasks and logistics that I need to do with my flat and other things. But today is kind of these days, is one of these days that I would have loved to be completely in detox of, this camera challenge, but I did it. So this is another lesson for me. I mean, I can't push it, but do I want to push it is kind of the question I keep asking myself. And definitely there were days that, a couple of days in this, today is 22 of this experiment, so it's been a couple of days that I didn't do it, but not for reasons of pushing stuff. It was days that life happened in the middle of the day and I didn't have like physical time. But the rest of doubtful days, like today, maybe Wednesday was another doubtful day, maybe last week another day, I pushed it and it was great. Like I think I'm in flow right now, which is fine. But if you do this like 30 days, I think sometimes you need to like check in with yourself if you're gonna be a little burnout about it. But I don't think I will be. But I'm just highlighting again. I don't think I'm this kind of person that does like this 75 soft, 75 hard like challenges, because no, I'm an artist at the same time. I'm a philosopher and creative, so I need to be in connection with self and with the soul. So sometimes you need these moments, you need these restoring seasons, like winter season, like when you are sleeping, you need to restore, recharge, and not be productive. Even in creativity, you need to just rest creatively, and then you'll come back stronger. So that's some food for thought. I will definitely finish this 30 days challenge, but I will probably change the frequency moving forward. But I think this challenge has taught me, or is teaching me, how to be like raw, confident in camera and imperfect, and not caring that much what people around me may think of what I'm doing, because no one really cares. And that's actually mind-blowing and amazing and super liberating. I find that no one cares. It's just so freeing. So I may change the frequency, but I will keep doing these unedited raw videos, because I think there's so much value and so much connection from these videos. It's so in flow that it seems like I'm talking to a friend right now. So that's great. That's a good learning, a good lesson. So see you tomorrow. Let's see what we talk about. But I will continue being here a little bit, relaxing, and then going home, organizing a little bit and making some dinner. So see you guys tomorrow. Bye.